We are taking Fleabag to the Edinburgh Festival, which is the play that I wrote in 2013, and we took up to the festival originally, and it was the play that then ended up turning it into a TV show.
3 nights ago, I ordered myself a very slutty pizza. I mean, the bitch was dripping. That dirty little stuffed crust wanted to be in me so bad, I just ate the little tart like she meant nothing to me, and she loved it.
The show is a story about a young woman who has a relationship with the audience that she is telling her own story to, and it's about the last few nights and days of her life. And she talks to them as though they're very close friends, that she wants them to come into her world to hear about how hilarious it is and how funny these things are that have happened to her. But you start through accidental kind of revelations that she in her when she talks, to realise that the picture is not all as she wants you to think it is.
Suddenly I was on YouPorn having a horrible wank. Found just the right sort of gangbang. And that really knocked me out, so I put my computer away, leaned over, kissed my boyfriend Harry goodnight and went to sleep. I woke in the morning to find a note from Harry saying that was the last straw, which is pretty out of the blue, to be honest. I didn't realise he was counting straws, but nice to know he was paying attention.
I thought it was going to be quite hard as a performer to let go of this character, and when we had to start auditioning people for the role, and then Maddie walked in the room, Maddie Rice, who's performing it in Edinburgh, and she was just so wonderful and made the whole play completely her own.
The character has sort of been through a lot of grief and loss, and she's sort of completely covered it up. And so the play it's a comedy with a sort of horrible punch at the end.
I sit on the loo and think about all the people I can have sex with now. I'm not obsessed with sex. I just can't stop thinking about it. The performance of it, the awkwardness of it, the drama of it.
There would in her life, as with our lives, have been an influx of porn and imagery through the media that would have potentially connected with her on a very emotional level and been potentially kind of damaging in the way that it was presented.
I find my sister outside the lecture hall. She's uptight and beautiful, probably anorexic, but clothes look awesome on her, so. Mum died 2 years ago. She had a double mastectomy but never really recovered. It was particularly hard because she had amazing boobs. She used to say I was lucky because mine would never get in the way. And when I asked her what she meant, she used to demonstrate by pretend struggling to open the fridge door. Or pretending to not be able to see what's on the floor. Nightmare.
It's very universal and truthful, and it's something that just manages to capture something that we haven't heard before, because it feels so honest and it feels very visceral and real and secret.
Dad's way of coping with 2 motherless daughters was to buy us tickets to feminist lectures, start fucking our godmother and eventually stop calling.
I feel like it's resonated because, and I've thought about this a lot, because on one level, you know, it felt very authentic to all of us making this show, and when I was writing it, I felt like there was something truthful in this about this woman's life, this woman's pain, this woman's humour. But I think the character has such a front that was so well designed to entertain and to deflect anyone's attention. And I think people can relate to that. She's hiding so much with this real bravado, and I think especially in cities and especially women, I think, although a lot of men have said the same thing, but have this kind of outer shell of, you know, I'm absolutely fine, I can deal with this, and, you know, more than that, I can make jokes through it, and I can be knowing and clever and smart, and then feeling this kind of tremor underneath of, but I'm so lonely, and I'm so sad, and you know, I want more from the sex of my life, or I want more from the relationships with my family or friends, and that is, I think it's that. I think it's that people could see how hard she was working to hide that other people could relate to.